ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। अपार नारायणं पद्मभुवं वसिष्ठं शक्तिं च तत्पुत्रपराशरं च व्यासं शुकं गौडपदं महान्तं गोविन्दयोगेन्द्रमथास्य शिष्यं श्रीशङ्कराचार्यमथास्य पद्मपादं च हस्तामलकं च शिष्यम् तं तोटकं वार्तिककारमन्यान् अस्मद्गुरून् सन्ततमानतोऽस्मि। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानामालयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। अपार करुणा सिन्धुं ज्ञानदं शान्तरूपिणं श्रीचन्द्रशेखर गुरुं प्रणमामि मुदान्वहम्। यत्कृपालेशमात्रेण पुमान् पूर्णः प्रजायते तं वन्दे ब्रह्मविद्धुर्यं सद्गुरुं चन्द्रशेखरम्। साक्षात्कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। सूत्रातो वर्ण्यते यत्र वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
सूत्रार्थो वर्ण्यते यत्र वाक्यैः सूत्रानुकारिभिः
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
स्वपदानि च वर्ण्यन्ते भाष्यं भाष्यविदो विदुः।
ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
ॐ
आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुश्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम्
मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्
अनिराकरणमस्तु निराकरणं मे अस्तु
अनिराकरणमस्तु निराकरणं मे अस्तु।
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु।
तदात्मनि निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्मास्ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु।
ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः।
Om
ॐ
Shanti
शान्तिः
Shanti
शान्तिः
Shanti.
शान्तिः।
द्वितीय अध्यायस्य चतुर्थ मन्त्रः अविज्ञातं विजानताम् इति अवधृतम्।
Abhijnatam Vijanatam Ityate.
इति अवधृतम्।
यदि ब्रह्म अत्यन्तमेव अविज्ञातम्
यदि
यदि
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म अत्यन्तमेव अविज्ञातम्
अभिज्ञातम्
लौकिकानां ब्रह्मविदां च अविशेषः प्राप्तः
लौकिकानां ब्रह्मविदां च अविशेषः
अविशेषः
प्राप्तः
प्राप्तः।
अविज्ञातं विजानताम् इति च परस्परविरुद्धम्।
अभिज्ञातं विजानताम् इति च
विजानताम् इति च
परस्परविरुद्धम्।
परस्परविरुद्धम्।
कथं तु तद्ब्रह्म सम्यक् विदितं भवति इति।
कथं तु
कथं तु तत्
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
सम्यक् विदितं
सम्यक्
भवति इति
भवति इति।
एवम् अर्थम् आह
एवम् अर्थम्
एवम्
आह।
अर्थम् आह।
प्रतिबोधविदितं मतम् अमृतत्वं हि विन्दते।
प्रतिबोधविदितं
प्रतिबोधविदितं
मतं
मतम्
अमृतत्वं हि
अमृतत्वं
विद्यते।
हि विन्दते।
आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यं विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्।
आत्मना विन्दते
आत्मना
वीर्यं
विन्दते
विद्यया
वीर्यं
विन्दते
विद्यया
मृतम्।
विन्दते मृतम्।
अविज्ञातं विजानतां विज्ञातम् अविजानताम् इति अवधृतं पूर्वमन्त्रद्वारा अवधृतम्। Brahma is not an object of knowledge. For those who know Brahma not as an object, Brahma is really known to them. Avijñātam vijānatam. For those Brahma is not known, they know Brahma. It means Brahma not being an object of knowledge. That is avadhritam, which is ascertained, emphasized in the Purva Shloka. So avijñātam is not as an object of knowledge. Jnatam, vijñātam. Therefore, they know Brahma. So Brahma is known to them for those whom Brahma is not an object of knowledge. They understand that it is not an object of knowledge. Therefore, they know Brahma. Iti avadhritam, emphasized, asserted. Yadi Brahma atyantameva avijñatam is not known. Suppose if Brahma is atyantameva, totally it is not known, then Laukikanam Brahmavidam cha Avisheshaha, non-difference is obtained between the people who know Brahma and the Laukika, and the common people. Between Brahmavidaha, Brahmajnanis, Brahmaveta, and the Laukika, the common people who do not have any idea about Brahma, between them there will be non-difference. Avisheshaha praptaha. Between the educated and the uneducated, there will not be any difference. Between the knowledgeable and the completely ignorant, there will not be any difference. Avijñā, Visheshaha, Praptaha. This is one thing. Avijñātam vijānatam. Iticha paraspara viruddham veda. And also the words are contradictory. Avijñātam brahma na jñātam. Yasya brahma avijñātam bhavati tesham. Yesham Brahma Vijnatam Bhavati. Tesham Vitesham Vijanatam Bhavati Brahma. Therefore, there is contradiction. Paraspar Viruddham. Mutually contradictory. The words are contradicting. Mutually contradictory. How can one say that the knower of Brahma doesn't know Brahma, doesn't know? Contradiction. Katam tu tad Brahma samyak ritam bhavati iti evam artham. Therefore, that Brahma samyak, samyak iti padena, samshaya ragitam, without any doubt. Samshaya ragitam, there is no doubt. So Brahma is known. Katam, as it is, the vision of Brahma person. The Katam tad Brahma ritam bhavati for a person. How is that Brahma becomes? How is that Brahma becomes completely understandable, samyak ritam, without a doubt understood that Brahma? How can one ever know that Brahma? Therefore Shruti says, Katam bhavati, samyak viditam bhavati tad Brahma, iti evam artamaha. Samyak viditam, meaning samshayaragitam Brahma. Without any doubt, without any misunderstanding, without any doubts, clearly, Samyak is clear. Viditam bhavati, correctly understood, without any doubt, without any error, without any mistake, knowing Brahma as it is. Katam bhavati, iti evam artamaha shruti. Pratibodha viditam matam amritatam hi vindate. Atmana vindate vidyam vidya vindate mritam. It's just, we saw the general meaning of the mantra in the last class. Brahma is understood viditam bhavati through pratibodha. Bodha referring to cognition. It's a bodham prati. Prati meaning every. Vipsarte. Yatha iti arte prati. There is vipsa, repetition. Prati. Bodham prati. In every cognition, Brahma is viditam. Then Brahma is really understood. Samyak viditam bhavati. If there is any expectation of a particular cognition of Brahma, then Brahma is not understood. So, bodham prati Brahma viditam bhavati. Why the Shruti says so? Because our orientation always is to bring an object of knowledge into our thought. An object is there, the object is enclosed by the vritti. The object is loaded into our vritti, becomes loaded into our thought. Therefore, you see that object in your mind and you name it also. Tada kara vritti. Gatam pashyati gatakara vritti. Patam pashyati patakara vritti. The pata, the gata, these are loaded. These are enclosed by the thought. So that kara akara vritti. So a vritti is therefore it means that the vritti is the object is enclosed by the vritti. The vritti encloses the object, or the object is loaded into the vritti, and the object is known. So that is how we know an object. But what about Brahma? Brahma is not a Vishaya, it is not an object. So this also, like any other Vishaya, you bring it to your thought, you load into your taught, then it is avijñātam eva. Brahma will, because Brahma cannot be enclosed by the vritti. That which encloses the object is a vritti. That which encloses the object is a vritti, and Brahma illumines that, therefore the object is known. So without Brahma, the object cannot be known because there will not be illumination of the vritti, antakarana vritti. So now to know Brahma, if this Brahma is loaded into the thought, the vritti, how can it encloses the Brahma? Because the vritti comes to light only because of Brahma. How that Brahma can be enclosed by the thought? Objects are enclosed by the thought, and therefore they comes to light, because the enclosed object by the vritti is what is called the pratibimba, the antakaranam. In the antakarma, there is pratibimba chaitanyam, therefore objects comes to light, comes to knowledge, comes to cognition. But what about Brahma? It's not an object to be enclosed by the vritti. Therefore, with reference to Brahma, one cannot know that by that way. So therefore, Brahma, which is the invariable factor in every cognition, invariably present in every cognition, that is Brahma. How can that Brahma be enclosed by a vritti? Ghatakara vritti, Ghata is enclosed. Patakara vritti, Pata is enclosed. Similarly with respect to other objects. Generally, we focus only on the Vishaya which is enclosed by the vritti, which is contained in the vritti. But in the vritti, a thought comes to light, or a thought comes to our anubhava, not just because of the vritti or the object. Both are jada. Jada vastu enclosed by jada vritti. But that comes to knowledge, that comes to light or anubhava, not because of any of them, but because of which that is invariably present. That is Atma Chaitanyam. Object cannot reveal itself. Vritti also cannot reveal, because they are jada. They cannot become my knowledge or my experience unless it is illumined by, unless it is enlightened by Chaitanya. So, therefore, vritti being jada, it's a matter alone. So, therefore, the vritti enclosed by the vritti enclosing the object comes to knowledge because it is blessed by this Chaitanya, Atma Chaitanya. The vritti changes one after the other. What about the Chaitanya? That doesn't change. Objects are variable, and therefore the vritti enclosing the objects that also changes. Different frames comes and goes. But that which doesn't change, invariably that which is present in every thought, bodham prati, that is Brahma. Therefore, vritti blessed by this Atma Chaitanyam. That is what we call cognition, knowledge, or anubhava. Therefore, the one who understands that Chaitanyam, which is present in every thought, in every cognition, which doesn't undergo any change, that person knows Brahma. Therefore, bodham prati viritam. The only way to understand the Atma Chaitanyam is to recognize that in every bodha, every pratyaya. That is the only way to recognize Atma Chaitanyam. It is recognized in every cognition. Pratibodha viditam. Prati is used. Then the bodham, has to be recognized. Brahma is the Atma Brahma, which is Bodha Swarupa. It is Bodha Swarupa, it is therefore, the Bodha Swarupa Atma, that is which in the form of knowledge, Atma, that Bodha has to be recognized, the reference to every pratyaya, prati. So here the Bodha, the word, it is not used in the sense of knowledge. In fact, it is used in the sense of Bodha, Bodha Pratyaya, Acharya says later. It is the sense of Pratyaya, Bodham, Bodham Prati. See, Bodha, Bodha means knowledge. The meaning is Atma Bodha, Tattva Bodha. And Atma is Bodha Swarupa. But thought comes to Bodha. A thought is known. A thought comes to knowledge. Thought comes to experience. In every thought, Prati, Bodham, Bodham Prati, that comes to knowledge, comes to cognition. The Bodha referring to the Pratyaya is comes to light, comes to cognition, because of which that that is told by the word, that is indicated by the word Prati. Bodham, Bodham, Prati. Every cognition, every cognition is is a seeming vikara of the Chaitanya. As though the Chaitanyam, Brahma Chaitanyam has undergone vikara. There is no vikara, there is no change of consciousness. Consciousness being there doesn't undergo any change. It is avikari. Only the Vishayas changes. Therefore, there seems to be vikara of the Chaitanyam. That vikara, that is purely mithya. Different pratyaya comes and different pratyaya, they come to cognition, they are nothing but the pratyaya correspond to an object, therefore nama rupa, it is mithya. It is mithya. Therefore, in every vritti, the consciousness which is with same, the vritti, a vritti comes to cognition, it has two things. The vritti is there plus the chaitanyam. The vritti is mithya, it is nama rupa, it is mithya. Because the vritti changes, therefore, we think the consciousness also changes. It is not. That's why it is vikaravat, natu, really vikaravan, atma. That doesn't change. If atma also changes with every cognition, then there will not be connection between the one, the cognizer, and the other cognizer. That's because the cognizer is gone. When gata is perceived, that gata cognizer is gone. Then pata cognizer comes. There is no connecting link. Then the knower of gata cannot become the knower of pata. The knower of gata is different, and knower of pata is different. The knower of pata will be different. But that is not the case. All the cognitions, they are known to me, they are sustained by me. Therefore, the I doesn't change. In every cognition, the I remains. Therefore, that consciousness is Brahma, the one who recognizes that out of which everything has come. Even the pratyaya comes, that the vritti, the pratyaya, that comes and that comes to light, that is because of Brahma Chaitanyam. In fact, the pratyayas are there, therefore Brahma Chaitanyam is recognized. So that is a proof of Brahma Chaitanyam. How Chaitanyam is that? Because thoughts are there, thoughts come to the understanding, thoughts come to cognition, therefore it must be illumined by Chaitanya. It is a proof. Jagat is a proof of Ishvara. Thoughts, vrittis are the proof of the invariable consciousness, Chaitanyam. Therefore, Bodham Prati. Bodha, as I said, it can be taken to be the Swarupa of Chaitanyam or a thought, just a thought. Here, in the sense of thought, it is used. Acharya, the mantra uses, Acharya says later, Bauddha Pratyaha iti, in the sense of thoughts. So therefore, Yada Brahma is understood in every thought, every cognition, whatever may be the type of thought. Thoughts change, different thoughts. But Brahma doesn't change. The one who catches that Brahma, who holds on to that Brahma, recognizes that Brahma, that person knows Brahma very well. So yada Brahma pratibodham, bodham prati hiritam bhavati, tada matam bhavati, jnatam bhavati, samyak darshanam bhavati. When Brahma is well understood, then amartatvam vindate, amartatvam vindate, amartat, amartatvam, the amartatva, prapti bhavati, Brahma jnanena, amartatvam vindate, amartatvam, the status of being immortal is gained. So it is not gaining, it is this nature of Brahma, Swarupa of Brahma. Knowing Brahma, you don't become Brahma, you recognize yourself to be Brahma. Brahma is Nityaha, doesn't undergo any change. No vikaras are there. Janmanasti, vinashaha pinasti. Therefore, Amritattvam vindate. Understanding Atma to be Brahma, Brahma is Atma that gives immortality. Moksha, Amritattvam, moksha. Atmana vindate viryam, vidya vindate mritam. Atmana, as we saw in the last class, it can be taken to be antakaranam. By antakaranam, which is refined, which is prepared, which has gained the adhikari, which has gained the adhikaritvam, referring to the person who enjoys antakaranam, which is well prepared for us receiving and assimilating the knowledge. So that antakaranam, Atmana, Shuddha antakaranena, Samskrita antakaranena, referring to the person alone. The person who enjoys that antakaranam, vindate amritam, that person gives amritattvam. This is one meaning. Or Viryam, Shakti. Viryam, Atmana vindate Viryam. So Atmana vindate Viryam, Atmana here, Antakaram is one meaning. Atmana vindate Viryam, the courage is gained. The strength to know, you to understand this gained by the Antakaram, which is well prepared. Or the strength of knowledge. Atmana vindate Viryam. Viryam vindate. One gains the strength of knowledge. The strength of knowledge, that is Jnana Shakti. One gains the Jnana Shakti to attain Amritattvam because of Atma. Because of Atma. The Shakti is the power to know. The power to know, it belongs to whom? It belongs to Atma. Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, we say. The Shakti is a manifestation of this Brahma alone. Jagat is the Jagat is Brahma and Brahmanaga Shakti, Maya Shakti. Knowledge, it is pure knowledge. Maya Shakti. Similarly, Atmana Vindate Viryam. The Shakti, the power, the strength of knowledge, Jnana Shakti, which is by which the Amritattvam is gained. That is because of Atma. That is because of Atma, Atmana, Svena Rupena, Atmana. The strength of this Vidya, the strength that comes from the Atma, the Vidya, the knowledge for which the strength of knowledge, the power, the Viryam, which is required, that comes from Atma itself, Atma. Therefore, Atmana Vindate, Vidyam Vidya Vindate, Amritam, Vidya by Vidya alone, Amritattvam is gained. The knowledge gives freedom. Gives freedom means the freedom is by Swarupa. That's what Atma Swarupa. Atma Swarupa is recognized. The Swarupam being always free. That is the nature of Atma. It is not bound. It is not limited. It is Purna. It is not a samsari. It is samsara is not for Atma. Jnanam also is not for the Atma. Kartrutvam is not for the Atma. Bhoktrutvam. All these are adhyastha on the Atma. Therefore, avidya goes away. Therefore, amritatvam vindate. Vidya vindate amritam. Avidya goes away only by knowledge. Therefore, vidya. Then we have to say vidya vindate amritam. As though by vidya amritatvam is gained. It is not gained, it is siddhasya siddhi. Siddhasya vittihi. Gaining the already gained. Knowing the already known. It is not known properly. It is mixed with anatma. Anatma is dismissed. The error is corrected. Therefore, correctly known. Therefore, amritatvam. Amritam vindate. Vidya vindate amritam. Amritam. Atma is amrita. Atma is not subject to change, subject to death. Therefore, vindate. To gain that, the viryam is required. That is also by the power of Atma alone. Atma Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Without Atma, the Shakti to know also cannot be there. The Jada joining with other Jada, that cannot become the means to know itself, or the power to know the Shakti, the Jnanam. The strength of knowledge is not derived from any Jada Vastu. There should be a Chaitanyam. There should be the Atma Vastu, Atma. Blessed by that only, the strength of knowledge also comes. Therefore, Atmana vindate viryam. Atmana vindate viryam iti. Or Atmana antakkaranena. Shuddha antakkaranena. Samskrita antakkaranena viryam. The courage is gained to know Atma. That meaning also can be taken. Viryam is samarthyam. Samarthyam to know. But that is given here, but Bhashyakara takes Atma to be Atma itself. Atmana samahitena chetasa antakkaranena. Viryam, the samarthyam, the capacity, the strength to know Atma is gained by the chitta, which is samagitaha, samyak agitaha, which is well focused, well prepared. Antakkaranena. Antakkaranam is prepared by karma yoga, by upasana, or any other sadhanam. Antakkaranam is relatively free from ragadvesha. Relatively, it is freed from all the malas, impurities. The ultimate impurity is finally handled by Vidya. That is, avidya is handled by Vidya. That comes at the end. The beginning, Vidya cannot remove avidya because avidya is super covered. It is covered by the other malas, the impurities. First, we have to remove those impurities, then only avidya can be removed. That is why samahita chetasa antakkaranena. Antakkaranena samarthyam vindate. Then vidya vindate amritam. That meaning also can be taken. And Bhashyam, we saw the first line. This is a long Bhashyam. In this Bhashyam, we will see Bhashyakara. He refutes other schools of philosophy. Tanada, Vaisheshika, Buddha. So this is an important mantra. It's a little long Bhashyam. And mantra also is important, very important mantra. So let us read the Bhashyam. Pratibodha viditam.
Pratibodha viditam.
Bodham bodham pratividitam.
Bodham bodham pratividitam.
Bodha shabdena bauddhaha pratyaha uchyante.
Bodha shabdena bauddhaha pratyaha uchyante.
Sarve pratyaha vishi bhavanti.
सर्वे प्रत्ययाः विषयी भवन्ति
यस्य सः आत्मा
यस्य सः आत्मा
सर्वबोधान् प्रति बुध्यते.
सर्वबोधान् प्रतिबुध्यते
Bodham prati, with reference to every bodha, every cognition, every thought. So we take bodha to be the thought, the pratyaya, bodha pratyaya. So bodhaha, bodhaha, buddha bhavaha, buddha bhavaha, bodhaha. So it is, therefore it is cognition, thoughts happening in the, occurring in the buddhi. Buddhi stands for antakarana. So therefore bodha shabdena Bauddhaha pratyaha. Bauddhaha is equal to pratyaha. Pratyaha uchyante. Pratyas that arise in the buddhi. Pratyaha, all cognitions. All the cognitions which arise in the buddhi and the antakarnam, they are referred to by the word Bauddhaha. Bodhaha, the word in the Pratibodha Viditam method. Sarve pratyaha, all the pratyas, Sarve pratyaha, all the pratyas, every bodha, Sarve pratyaha, Vishayi bhavanti, Yasya saha atma, Sarva bodhan. Prati, with reference to every pratyas, with reference to every cognition, various this the forms of vritti, mental activities. Pratyagatma, Pratyagatma is lakshyate pratyayehi. Every bodha reveals the Atma. Every cognition reveals the presence of Chaitanya. There is no way of recognizing any kind of pratya without consciousness being there. The consciousness doesn't undergo any change to become a pratyaya. Doesn't undergo any change. Pratyas are there. Pratyas and vrittis are nama rupa. It is mithya. Therefore, it is mithya. That which is mithya undergo changes. That which is satyam, that chaitanyam, that doesn't undergo any change. Therefore, Atma Chaitanyam doesn't undergo any change to become the Bauddha Pratyaya. So that being there, the vrittis come and go. The nama rupatmaka, this vritti, they come and go. Therefore, since the Chaitanya doesn't undergo any change, that's why we say Akhanda, Akhandakara vritti. In the beginning, Gatakara, Matakara, Patakara vritti. Later, when you recognize the Chaitanyam, then there is Khandakara vritti, that vritti, that Akhanda, that doesn't have Khanda, that doesn't have division, doesn't have subject-object division, doesn't have the knower, known, and the knowledge division. With reference to a Vishaya, there could be a knower, known, and the knowledge. But with reference to the Chaitanyam, there is knower, known, knowledge is not there. That is why it is Akhanda. So that Chaitanyam, Atma Chaitanyam is Akhanda. By knowing that Akhanda Chaitanyam, Akhandakara Vritti, because that is known, that is also known by the Jnana Vritti, therefore Akhandakara Vritti is said. But it is not itself, it's not a Vritti. Chaitanyam is not a Vritti. Chaitanyam is not a Vritti, because Vritti comes and goes, they are Mithya. If Chaitanyam also is a Vritti, then it's a problem. It is Akhanda. Vrittis are supported by that Akhanda Atma. Therefore, we say it is Akhandakara Vritti. Doesn't have any Khanda, doesn't have any Veda differences. Therefore, it is Ekam Akhanda. By knowing that, the seeker, the sadhaka becomes free. So therefore, Sarve Pratyaha, all the Pratyas, Vishayi Bhavati, they are objectified, they come to cognition. For whom? Yasya. For whom does it come to cognition? For that Yasya Saha, that Atma. That Atma for whom all the objects are objectified, all the objects become object for whom? Saha Atma Sarva Bodhan Prati Buddhyate. With reference to all the Bodha, Sarva Bodhan Prati Buddhyate, it is known, it is recognized. Sarva Bodhan Prati. Therefore, in every cognition, this Pratyekatma, the Vastu, is known, is recognized. All the Pratyas now become the objects of cognition for Pratyekatma. That is why I said these Pratyas are the Pratya, they are the proof of Atma. So that therefore the vrittis, all the thoughts are objectified by which consciousness? That is Atma. Sarve Pratyaha Vishayi Bhavanti. They become Vishaya for whom? Sarvabodhan Prati Saha Atma. Sarvabodhan Prati Saha Ise Saha Atma Buddhyate. That Atma is Buddhyate, that Atma is known. Therefore, Atma is recognized with reference to all the thoughts. So every thought has got two amsha. Yes, we saw Vritti Amsha and Chaitanya Amsha. Vritti Amsha, Jada Amsha. Jada Amsha is Jada, therefore it cannot reveal itself. And Atma, which is Chaitanya Amsha, that need not be revealed by something. It is self-revealing, self-shining. It is Prakasha Rupa. But that cannot be understood, that cannot be known without any manifesting medium. The manifesting medium is the Vritti. So therefore, we need a manifesting medium for recognizing the Samprakasha Chaitanya. Therefore, thoughts are the manifesting medium. Through the thoughts, the Chaitanya manifests. Therefore, thoughts are not Prakashaka. Atma is Prakashaka. Atma Prakasha. Thoughts are the medium through which the Chaitanyam manifests. Chaitanyam is recognized only when thoughts are there. When thoughts are not there, like in the deep sleep, like in the deep sleep, when no thoughts are there, then how this Chaitanyam is recognized? Thoughts are there, therefore Chaitanyam is recognized. No thoughts only in Sushuptivata, that is ignorance. Ignorance. There also ignorant, Jnana Vritti is that Jnana Vritti is illumined. Not in the Sushuptivata, that is recollected after Sushupti. Therefore, thoughts become the means for the Chaitanyam to manifest. Therefore, in every cognition, every thought, Chaitanyam is recognized. Therefore, that's why the Chaitanyam, we say, cannot be recognized without thought. Thoughtless state cannot become the means for knowing Atma. Being thoughtless also is not. Being thoughtless is not the goal. Thoughtless is not the way or the method to know Atma, to recognize Atma. Thoughts are there in thoughts, though it may be a disturbance, source of disturbances, but it is not a disturbance through which the Atma is recognized. That's it, Bodham Prati. If there is no reflecting medium, there is no Chidabhasa, how Chit can be known? But the problem is we identify with the thought so intensely, identify with the thought and therefore react. We react to the thought. We react to the thought, forgetting that thought is just a manifesting medium. Behind the thought, there is an illuminator, Chaitanyam, which doesn't undergo any change. That is what I am. As we don't react to the changing thing in the world, river changes, mountain changes, Ocean changes, everything around us changes. We also, Shri Manasangata changes. We don't react. But if the thought changes, when good thoughts come, bad thoughts come, we react. Because we fail to recognize those, we fail to appreciate them objectively. Therefore, identify with them and react. Failing to recognize that behind the thoughts, that which is invariable, that Atma is I am, that doesn't undergo any change. It is a thoughtless. It is thought that the thoughtless Atma is me. The thought is not me. The thought is mithya. The thought is mithya, that the different types of thoughts, whether good or bad, they come. That is because of Purva Vasana, or whatever it is we gathered because of a Purva Vasana or through our experiences. They come and go. But behind the thoughts, that which doesn't change, in the presence of which the thoughts are, all the thoughts are illumined, all the thoughts come to cognition. Bodham bodham prati, brahma viditam bhavati. So that is why we say Atma is Sakshi Chaitanyam. It is a witness of every thought, but it is not witnessed. It cannot be witnessed. It is the witness of everything, but the witnesser cannot be witnessed. In fact, there is no witnesser. It is pure witness. It is witness alone. Witness without being witnessed. There is no ER to it. When ER is added, the pratyaya ER, then the object comes, then the experience comes. So there is no object, there is no experience, that is pure witness, Sakshi. Then, having said this, then the author, then the Bhashyakara says, Pratyaya Sakshitaya Brahmanaha Abheda Pratipadam. That is the next topic. In the commentary, you will see the topics are given. So nice. Each paragraph is given based on the content, based on what is discussed. So here, the next is Pratyaya Sakshitaya, Sakshi Chaitanyam, Pratyaya Sakshitaya Brahmanaha Abheda Pratipadanam. Let's read. Sarva Pratyadarshi
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शी
सर्वप्रत्ययदर्शी
Chichakti Swarupamatраha
चिच्शक्तिस्वरूपमात्रः
चिच्छक्तिस्वरूपमात्रः
Pratyayaihi eva
प्रत्ययैः
प्रत्ययैः एव
Pratyayeshu Avishishtataya Lakshyate
प्रत्ययेषु
प्रत्ययेषु
अविशिष्टतया विद्यते
अविशिष्टतया लक्ष्यते
न अन्यत् द्वारम् आत्मनः विज्ञानाय
न
न
अन्यते
अन्यत्
द्वारमात्मनः विज्ञानाय
ज्ञानाय
by naming the paragraph like this, it helps us to remember the Bhashya. First is Pratibodha Viditam, that phrase alone is explained. Pratibodha Viditam. Then Pratyaya Sakshitaya Brahmanaha Aveda Pratipadanam. That is the topic. Sarva Pratyaya Darshi. Sarva Pratyayanam Darshi. Darshi is Darshin. Darshi, Darshino, Darshina, like Tattva Darshi. Tattvam Drashtum Sheelam Yeshanti. Similarly here also. Sarva Pratyayan Drashtum Sheelam Yesham Aryasya Saha. Sarva Pratyaya Darshi. Who is that Sarva Pratyaya Darshi? Yasya Saha Atma. Atma is Sarva Pratyaya Darshi. Sarva Pratyaya Darshi Chit Shakti. It's called a Shakti because it is capable of that Shakti here. Bhashyakara is talking about Shakti. It is Swarupa. Shakti is used with reference to what comes later because of Atma. That is Icha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Sankalpa, Vikalpa, all those are Shaktis. Kriya Shakti of later. First is Jnana. Jnana Shakti, then Icha Shakti, Sankalpa, Vikalpa, all the Shakti. When Shakti comes and Maya comes, when Shakti is used, Shakti generally used refers to Maya. But here, Shakti is used in view of its the various manifestation. That is its Swarupa. Chit Shakti is used to refer to the Swarupa, the Chit, that which is in the form of Chit, Chaitanyam, Shakti, Swarupa, in whose presence everything is known. Atmana Vindate Viryam, in whose presence everything is known. Without Atma, nothing can be known. Therefore, Chit Shakti, Swarupa Matraha, Chideva Shakti, Chit Shakti, Chit Shakti, Swarupam, Chit Shakti, Chideva Shakti, Chit Shakti, and Chit Shakti, Swarupam Yasya Saha Atma, Chit Shakti Swarupa Atma, that alone, Matra, Chit Shakti Swarupa Matraha, Mayura Vemsakadi, the Purusha compound. So, Sarva Pratyayanam Darshi, that which is the Darshi, the seer, the illuminator of all the thoughts, and it is of the nature of the Shakti, the power of Chaitanyam, the power of Chaitanyam. Chaitanyam is there, and its power, the Shakti is in the form of, that is its Swarupa, that is that illuminating the revelation, all the pratyas, the revealed Chaitanyam, that is the Shakti, that is Chit Shakti. Pratyas comes to cognition, revelation. How? Not by itself, because of Chaitanyam, that is Chit Shakti. It is used, Shakti. Shakti generally, it is, as I said, it is used in the power of that create something. When it comes to Jagat, Maya Shakti, Brahma, which is Shiva, Shakti, which is Maya. Therefore, the expression of the Shiva, the Chaitanyam, that is possible through Shakti, the Maya Shakti. So Shakti, therefore it is the power of creating something, power of producing, that is Shakti. The Shakti of a thing can be only be recognized, can be only inferred. You cannot see the Shakti. The person is capable of lifting heavy weight. That can be, the person has that power, Shaktiman, can be inferred only by its weight lifting. Can be inferred only by the Karya. It is inferred, it is inference. Therefore, here it is used, the mind, the sense organs, all these are capable. The mind is capable. The mind, the chit, in which the pratyaya comes, through which the mind we recognize, we know a thing, the sense organs we perceive, sense objects, they are capable of, because of what? That is Chitta, Chaitanya. So therefore, Chaitanyam is that which is capable of making the mind conscious, making the sense organs conscious, making the body conscious. That is the Shakti. For Chit Shakti, Swarupa Matraha. The Chit Shakti, the Chitta, the consciousness, which is Swarupa Matraha, that which is in the form of consciousness, the Chit Shakti, in whose presence knowledge is, the knowing is possible. Pratyayahi eva, through the thoughts, all the pratyas they reveal the Chaitanyam. Pratyas they reveal the Chaitanyam, meaning the pratyas are jada, so through which the Chaitanyam manifests. Therefore, the Chit, the Shakti, the Swarupa, of the Chaitanyam, that Swarupa of the Chaitanyam, that invariable nature of the Chaitanyam is, in whose presence knowing is possible. Knowing of the pratyas and therefore the vishayas are possible. Pratyahi, through all the pratyas. Pratyayeshu avishishtataya, without that which exists, without any vishesha in all the pratyas. Pratyas avishesha. But what about that, the Chaitanyam? That doesn't have any vishesha, avishishtataya. Pratyayeshu avishishtataya. Atma is recognized that it's avishishtataya means it is, doesn't vary. Pratyas vary. In all the variable thoughts, sarveshu pratyayeshu avishishtataya, not varying. It is not varying means it is, its nature is invariable. So therefore, pratyayeshu avishishtataya, Atma is recognized by that being invariable in all the variable thoughts, pratyas. Eva, pratyahi eva, atmanah vijnanaya, pratyaya eva atmanah vijnanaya, na anyat dvaram asti atmanah vijnanaya. There is no other dvaram, no other means of knowing other than this. No other means of knowing. There is no other way. Sadhanam, dvaram means sadhanam. There is no other possibility. There is no other gateway to this Atma Jnanam. The nature of Atma being what it is, in the form of Chaitanya, it is Satyam, being Satyam. It is Sat. It is Chitta, therefore it cannot be enclosed by a thought. Generally, objects are enclosed by a thought, but this is not an object. In knowing a object, you have to bring the object, you have to make the object as an object of your thought, whatever may be that object, whether it is real or it is metaphorical, whatever it is, or it's emotional, it should become the object of thought. That enclosing, that object is pervaded by the vritti, that is required, that process is required. But Atma, when it comes to Atma, it is not an object of thought. Therefore, we cannot, because of our general orientation, make the Atma also enclosed by a thought. That is why he said beyond thought. What is beyond thought? It means it is Atma cannot be enclosed by a thought. That is what is beyond thought. There is nothing beyond thought. Every thought is pratibodha viditam matam. Then what is beyond? Atma is beyond everything. Beyond everything means it is not, it is something which is aware beyond everything. It is there in and through everything. That is what it is. Beyond is. Sometimes the translation you will see beyond. Beyond means beyond anubhava. It means it is some super experience, super spiritual experience. It is not. In and through all the bodha, it is available. Therefore, it is not enclosed by a thought, but all the thoughts are enclosed, all the vishayas are enclosed by the thought, and that thought comes to illumination, because of which pratibodha viditam matam. Therefore, it is above, it is beyond. There is no other beyond. So every bodham is nothing but this Chaitanya. Every bodha has got the vritti and this Chaitanya. Vritti being mithya, that comes and goes, changes. Chaitanya, Atma Chaitanya, doesn't change. So therefore, every bodha is nothing but this Atma Chaitanya. Every bodham becomes a lakshana for this Atma. That's why lakshyate. Every bodha becomes the lakshana for Atma. Therefore, there is no special pratyaya for Atma Jnana. It is akhanda, that swarupa of the knower, the Jnatra Atma. The Jnata is for whom that Atma is not an object of knowledge, because it is swarupa. But we say Jnata, without being an object. We say Jnata. That Jnata is nothing but Jagat Karta. Dharma Pratibhadam. This Jnata, The knower who is there in every cognition, who doesn't undergo any change, the pratyas comes and undergo change. Therefore, the Atma doesn't change, invariable. Similarly, Jagat. The pratyas are mithya, similarly, Jagat is mithya. Jagat changes. Gachati, gachati iti Jagat. But that which doesn't undergo any change, that which sustains the Jagat is what? That is Sat. And this is Chit. Therefore, Sat Chit, Atma. Therefore, that is Aikyam. So, Sadvastu, that which ever exists doesn't undergo any change. That is Adhisthana for this Jagat. And similarly, here also that is Sat Vastu, which doesn't undergo any change, which is there in and through. It is Gata is, Pata is, Mata is, when you say the is, doesn't undergo any change. Therefore, it is the Jnatra Atma is just Jagat Karta, Jagat Kanam Brahma Tatutvam Asi. The contradiction, Tatutvam, is resolved, a seeming contradiction. That is why the equation equation is required. Why? Only when there is seeming contradiction. There is no contradiction, then there is no equation. Seeming contradiction, then there is an equation. So therefore, aham jnata, aham is jagat karta. That aham is atma. Therefore, aham brahma. When aham jnata, then everything else is jnayam. The known, entire known is brought under one cause. Entire known is brought under one cause, which is aham. And the effect is non-separate from the cause. There is no karya without the karanam. The karanam is me, and the effect is mithya, including my sharira manasangata. So therefore, tatutvam therefore, it is Brahma alone. Therefore, it is Atma is Brahma. With reference to sharira manasangata, aham jnata. Aham Atma, Brahma, aham Atma. With reference to the same, with reference to the Jagata, it is Ishvara, Parameshvara. So that is the Jagat Karanam Brahma Aham Asmi. The seeming contradiction is resolved. With reference to Upadhi, there is contradiction, and that is Mithya. So that is dismissed. Minus that, there is oneness. Aham Alpajnaha Alpa Shaktiman. Alpa with reference to Upadhi. And Isvara is Sarva Shaktiman, is Sarvajnaha, with reference to the Upadhi, Jagat Upadhi. And therefore, equation seems to be contradicting, not acceptable. But Shastra, which has a commitment in revealing the Vastu, the Tatparya, the commitment of the Shastra is to make you see the Tatparya, therefore resolve the contradiction that there is Satyam and Mithya. Pratyas are Mithya, Aham Satyam. Jagat is Mithya, Ishvara is Satyam. That is the resolution. Otherwise, the contradiction becomes real. The contradictions has to be resolved. Satyam, that which, knowing which everything is known. Tat Satyam Sa Atma, we say. Tat Satyam Sa Atma, Tatu Tvam Asi, Eshveta Ketu. Therefore, one has to recognize that Atma as the Pratyekatma. Pratyekatma is not only with reference to the Sharira Upadhi, Pratyekatma with reference to everything. My Upadhi, other person's Upadhi. Jagat is also Upadhi. Then Pratyekatma of the Jagat is Ishvara. That reads Akandartha Bodhaka Vakya, Mahavakya, Tatu Tvam Asi. Jagataha Pratyekatma, Ishvaraha. This Sri Manasangata, Pratyekatma, Aham Atma. What is the difference? That is Satyam, irrespective of the Upadhi. Pratyasar Upadhi, Sri Manasangata Upadhi, with reference to Pratyaya Upadhi, Sri Manasangata Upadhi, Aham Jnata, the knower, because they come to my cognition. Similarly, that Jnata, his Swarupa is Sat, Satyam, Chit. The same thing with regard to the Jagat also. Doesn't undergo any change. The Jagat Karta, that Satya Vastu, Pratyekatma. Therefore, that Pratyekatma is aluptadrika. We say that aluptadrika is, it doesn't wink, it doesn't close his eyes. It's always aluptadrika. Aluptadrika, one doesn't wink, means he doesn't have eyelids. Aluptadrika. Eyelids are not there. Always it is shining. Aluptadrika. Always drika bhavati. Cannot be drishya. It is always drik. Drashta eva. Cannot become drishya. Every drishya is a proof of the drashta. Drik. Chaitanyam. Pratibodha viditam matam. So therefore, avishishtataya sarveshu pratyayeshu pratyahi eva lakshyate. So pratyaya are the indicator, pratyas are the indicator of that avishishta atma. Sarva Pratyadarshi is indicated. Sarva Pratyadarshi, the one who is seer of all the Pratyas, and its Swarupa is Chit Shakti. Shakti can be inferred from its manifestation in the form of cognition of thoughts. And that is Pratyayi eva lakshyate. That is indicated, that is recognized by Pratyayi. Sarveshu pratyayeshu avasishtataya, in the form of that which, in the form of invariable, avasishtataya lakshyate. Avasishtata, the status of being not variable, taya, in the form of not varying, itam bhute tritiya, avasishtataya pratyayeshu avasishtataya lakshyate. Then the next line. Na dvaram. Na anyata dvaram asti. Atmanaha vijnanaya. Is there any other means of knowing it? There is no other means. In every cognition, the Atma is that has been recognized. There is no other dvaram, there is no other means, no other sadhanam. Anyata sadhanam nasti. Therefore, that's a line. Ataha
ततः
pratyaya pratyekatmataya viditam brahma yada
प्रत्यगात्मतया विदितं ब्रह्म
प्रत्यगात्मतया विदितं
यदा
ब्रह्मा यदा
tada tat matam tat samyak darshanam ityartah.
तदा तत्
तदा तत् मतं तत्
सम्यक्
सम्यक्
दर्शनमित्यर्थः
दर्शनम् इत्यर्थः.
Ataha, therefore, ataha. Therefore, pratyekatmataya viditam. Pratyayeshu pratyekatmataya viditam. It is a pratyekatma of the pratyaya. Pratyekatma sakshi chaitanyam. Pratyekatmataya of all the, in all the cognitions, of all the cognitions, it is viditam. Yada viditam bhavati. Tada matam bhavati, jnatam bhavati tad brahma. Pratyekatmataya viditam bhavati. Sarveshu pratyayeshu. That pratyaya, sarva pratyadarshi. That chit swarupa matraha. Yada pratyekatmataya viditam pratyayeshu or pratyayanam pratyekatma. Taya, the status of being the pratyekatma, the content of all the pratyekatma, the content. The real content is that. Content means that which doesn't change, invariable. That is what pratyekatma taya. Yada viditam bhavati. Tad Brahma. Bhashakara uses Brahma. Pratyaya is cognition and uses Brahma. Therefore, there is oneness. That is the Tatparya of the Shastra. That's why it's used Brahma. That Brahma, Tadatma, that Brahma, Yada Viditam Bhavati Pratyaya Eshu Pratyekatmataya. Tad Brahma Matam Bhavati Viditam Bhavati Samyak Darshanam Bhavati. Then that is correctly known. So, Pratyekatmataya Atmataya Yada Viditam Bhavati. Then the Brahma is Viditam Bhavati. Therefore, Pratyekatma of every thought is Brahma. Yada Brahma viditam bhavati, Pratyekatmataya, Sarveshu Pratyeshu, not Pratyasad Brahma. Pratyekatmataya, Pratyeshu Pratyekatmataya, Yada viditam bhavati Brahma, Tada Brahma Matam bhavati, Samyak Darshanam bhavati, then Brahma is understood. Tada Matam bhavati, Jnatam bhavati, Matam Jnatam, Matam Jnatam, Tha Pratyaya, generally Karmani. Therefore, it is an object. But Bhashyakara, that's why he makes it clear, it is Samyak Darshanam, Bhave Lyut Pratyaya. Clear vision, Samyak Darshanam bhavati. Therefore, Samyak Darshanam, there is no mistake, there is no vagueness, it is clear. Samyak Darshanam bhavati. Matam is equal to Samyak Darshanam. So there is no object. Atma cannot become an object. Therefore, Samyak Darshanam bhavati. So, therefore, correcting the basic error, all the errors are corrected. Therefore, Yasya Matam, Tasya Matam. It is the content of every pratyaya. It is a satta of every cognition. It is the satta of every cognition, not an object of cognition. Therefore, tat is samyak. Therefore, tat is samyak darshanam bhavati. Yada viditam bhavati, pratyekatmataya, tada samyak darshanam bhavati. Therefore, it is matam bhavati, samyak darshanam bhavati. Now, the next line, before the next line, this chitta, which is chaitanyam, use the word chidabhasa also. Not chidabhasa referring to the chitta which manifests the antakarna. Chidabhasa, chit abhasa. Abhasa it is. Resemblance, reflection. Chidabhasa. Antakaranam being jada, in which the chaitanyam, the chit reflects, that is chidabhasa. The chidabhasa implies the upadhi sahita chaitanyam. That is chidabhasa. Upadhi sahita. Upadhi is there, then chaitanyam also is there. The chidabhasa by itself is not shining. That is abhasa. Because of chaitanyam, there is chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is the Chaitanya manifesting to the Antakarnam, Antakarna Vritti, Antakaranam. Therefore, the Chit Abhasa, where the Pratyaya, the thoughts are there, that thought comes to light in the Antakarnam, Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa, we appreciate Chit. Now, in Chidabhasa, from Chidabhasa, if you remove all the thoughts are removed. And what will it be left out? Chit alone. So, therefore, some people, they make a mathematical equation like that. That is, Chit plus is Upadhi, the Antakarnam, Chidabhasa. Therefore, Chidabhasa minus Chit plus Vritti is Chidabhasa. Therefore, Chidabhasa minus Vritti, Chit. Such mathematical equations are ridiculous. So we cannot say like this. So like Ishvara plus this Jagat is equal to, or Ishvara plus Maya. Ishvara plus Maya is equal to this Jagat. Therefore, Jagat minus Maya is equal to. So you have to remove Maya from Jagat and Ishvara. It is not, because when we say Jagat or when we say the Pratyaya, it is Mithya, it is zero. 1 plus 0 is equal to 1 alone. It is always Ekam. Chitta plus the Vritti is equal to Chidabhasa. The Vritti is Mithya. It is Mithya. Cannot exist without Chit. 1 plus 0 is equal to always 1 only. Therefore, it is always Chit alone. So it is the mathematical equation making that shows a wrong understanding. The Jagat, when it is understood to be Mithya, then what is there is alone Brahma Chaitanyam. Therefore, you don't have to make the Jagat devoid of Maya to recognize Ishvara. Jagat is Ishvara. Jagat is Brahma. Brahma Chaitanya. Brahma Eva. It has to be known as it is. Similarly, the mind also, the Antakaranam also, Ridavasa also need not be made devoid of all the thoughts. Thoughtless state I will reach, therefore, to appreciate Chitta. Not possible. Because all the thoughts are Mithya. In every thought, you have to recognize this Chaitanya. In every thought, it is there. It has to be recognized. Therefore, there is no reduction of, there is no destruction of the thoughts. That Manonasha is not possible. It is not required and not possible also. Thank God, Manaha, Antakaranam is there. Therefore, the vrittis are there. Vrittis are recognized in the presence of vritti. Atma is, the vrittis are there. Therefore, Atma is no. Bodham prati. The chit manifests to the chit. The Antakaranam gets Chirabhasa. The chit undergo any change? No. Without undergoing any change. Therefore, Chidabhasa is what? Chidabhasa is nothing but chit. This as Jagat is Ishvara. Similarly, Chidabhasa also chit. Because chit doesn't undergo any change. How it will become Chidabhasa? It doesn't really become Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is nothing but chit is not Chidabhasa. We need to understand Mithya very clearly. Chit is Chitta. Chidabhasa is Chitta. Like we said, the Sharirama Sangata is Atma. The body is Atma. The Atma is not the body. The beggar is the actor, but actor is not the beggar. The Chidabhasa is Chitta, but Chitta is not Chidabhasa. Chit being what it is. Chidabhasa undergoes change. Not because of Chit undergoes change. Chidabhasa, because the mind, the Antakaranam, the vritti undergoes change. Chidabhasa, therefore it comes and goes, vritti comes and goes. And mind, the Chidabhasa, Antakaranam, it has got a location. It is that it has got limitation. The vrittis are enclosed, therefore enclosed limitation. And the vrittis are illumined by Chaitanya in the Antakaranam. Therefore, the vritti, the object corresponding to the vritti comes to light. What about Chitta? Is it enclosed? When objects are enclosed by the vritti? No. Even when the objects are enclosed by the vritti, Chit remains unenclosed. It cannot be enclosed. Objects are enclosed, object comes to light, like the gata. The space is enclosed by a pot. Bhashakara later gives an example. The space is enclosed by a pot, as though it is not real enclosure. The space cannot be enclosed by a pot. Walls of the pot cannot enclose the all pervading space. The space is enclosed by a pot. The space is enclosed by the space of the cave, as though. Similarly, Chitta seems to be enclosed, but not really enclosed. Chidabhasa, therefore, Chidabhasa, all what is there is always only one space, all pervading space. Seems to be enclosed by the pot, seems to be enclosed by the walls of the room. Therefore, space doesn't undergo any change. Similarly, Chit being there. In every Chidabhasa, in every vritti, there is enclosure of the thoughts. Along with that enclosure, the Chaitanya is not enclosed. Unenclosed Chaitanya is there. Because the thoughts are enclosed, vrittis are enclosed, therefore, they are limited, parichinnam, mithya, comes and goes. Whereas Chit doesn't have any locus. Its locus is everywhere. Whereas Chidabhasa has got a locus. Because it is mithya. Therefore, it has got locus. Antakaranam is a locus. Therefore, it has got limitation, parichinnam. Therefore, that which is not, that which doesn't have locus, that whose locus is everywhere, that is recognized in the Chidabhasa, which is located, because it is recognized in the located. Chit is not located, it is unlocated. But Since Chidabhasa is a manifesting medium through which the Chit manifests, through that the Chit is recognized. So therefore need to understand Chidabhasa because it is enclosed, because it is recognized in the mind, therefore it is not conditioned by the mind, not limited by the mind. Chidabhasa comes and goes, whereas Chit always is free from any modification, free from any changes. Modification only for the Chidabhasa. And in Chidabhasa, when we say the Chit it doesn't undergo any change, the Pratyas undergoes change, all the changes. Different Pratyas comes and goes. But what about the Chaitanyam? Brahma transcends all thoughts. It transcends, that's what transcendence transcends all thought. It is the content of every thought. It is the content of every thought, but thoughtness, that is not the attribute of consciousness. Consciousness being what it is, it just manifests through a particular thought. It doesn't depend on thought for its existence. It's for manifestation. It manifests through the thought. It is independent. Whereas thoughts have dependence on the consciousness. The consciousness is existence. It is independent. It is shining. Therefore, above all thoughts. Consciousness is without thoughts being there. Whereas thoughts cannot be without being consciousness. Therefore, we can say Brahma is beyond thoughts, beyond thoughts. That is what beyond thoughts. Yato vacho nivartante. So beyond. We'll stop here. Next sentence we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnad Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶ್ರೀಜಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಶ್ರೀಜಿ.
Dhanyavadaha.